I want to actually start this off by saying first, thank you everybody for helping me get to 500 subscribers and 150,000 views. That really means the world to me, and I really do want to say thank you, and I really appreciate it. Um, Now, as for this itself, I'm not very happy about this. And if I piss anybody off who are like mega fanboys or whatever, I'm sorry in advance. Um, I did not like the movie. I really feel cheated. I really feel like they fucked us over so bad. Like Infinity War was so good. It was so goddamn good. It got me so excited. I kept thinking about it. I talked about it all the time. Me and my girlfriend came up with speculations on like how this movie was gonna go. And then I started thinking about it a little bit more. And I'm really if you're new here watching this, you don't know about this, but if you're subscribed, you do. I'm tired of superhero movies. It's always the same goddamn thing over and over and over, and I'm tired of having to spend money to go see these things, which I know I don't have to, but it's like the pop culture thing now. It's like everybody has to go see these movies. This is this is the pinnacle of it. You know, this acting now. If you want to be a famous celebrity, you have to be in a Marvel movie or whatever. It's so redundant. Um, No, like Infinity War was so good. It was to me, it was a masterpiece. I feel like they really hit the nail on the head with that. It was great. And then I finally got to go see Endgame today, and I saw it. I saw it right before I went to work, and it left a bad taste in my mouth. Um, Spoilers, obviously, if you've read the title of this. Okay, I don't like what they did to Thor. It's really stupid. It's really fucking stupid. They made him fat. Um, Oh yeah, they kill Thanos in like the first fucking 8 minutes into the movie. So I'm kind of like, oh, so where's the threat? Oh, the whole movie's like they're gonna go back and like try to change history or whatever, but you can't do that because they firmly address it in the movie that it doesn't work like Back to the Future. It does not. But it does when it wants to be convenient, and I didn't like that because I caught that right away, and I was kind of like, but wait, you just said that it doesn't work that way. And if you're trying to understand what my referencing is to it, it's literally when Captain America at the end of the movie he goes back in time to like put the stones back where they need to be or whatever, and then he just appears as an old man, and I'm like, wait, it should have been its own separate thing. That doesn't make any sense. And it also addressed in like Infinity War that you have to have a fucking gauntlet forged by dwarves around a dying star just to be able to wield the Infinity Gauntlets. But I guess Iron Man can do it because he's Iron Man, the Iron Man tech. Like whenever the Hulk almost loses, his arm in this movie. If you even want to call him the Hulk now, he's just Bruce Banner Green Banner. So if like Green Banner picks up the makeshift Iron Man Infinity Gauntlet thing, and immediately he's like his arm's frying. But whenever Iron Man does it, it's kind of like, I guess he's strong enough to do it. Which is even funnier because if you think back to Guardians of the Galaxy, it took like all the Guardians holding hands in a kumbaya circle just to survive the Power Stone. But here's Iron Man doing it with all the stones, and he's perfectly fine up until he actually does die. Spoiler. Um, I kind of like how he went out. It was nice, but it didn't make any fucking sense, and it kind of irritated me because he's the one that kick started this entire franchise, and they did him that way. Yeah, like I said, they killed Thanos in like the first 7 or 8 minutes into the movie, and then he's kind of gone for like a big chunk of the movie. So you're kind of forgetting like this is a superhero movie. And the whole time travel thing, it was literally like a Hanna-Barbera cartoon where they're just like sneaking around past themselves or whatever. It was so stupid. It was like a episode of Scooby-Doo. And, they brought Loki back. I mean, yay, I guess. I kind of like that he died. I loved Loki in the other movies, but I was glad he died because I was like, oh shit, there's stakes in this movie. You can't have that. because they literally bring back, which I knew they were going to bring back everybody, but some of the characters that should have stayed dead, like Gamora, Loki. Well, I guess Heimdall's still dead, so there's that. They fucking brought back Loki, and I'm so irritated by that. I liked his death. It led up to it perfectly. It was established in the first Avengers that no matter where he goes, he will be hunted down. And well, I mean, take it that didn't happen, but he still died by Thanos, and that was I appreciated that. And he had this whole self moment where he had to like reflect on who he was. He's like, oh, I'm actually a frost giant. I'm the god of mischief, son of Odin. You know, all this great moments. Thor had a good moment with his mom. That was cool, but it's kind of dumb that she was just like, oh, I can tell right away you're not from this time. Like, who the fuck does that? Like, if I just see my mom with a different haircut, I'd be like, I can tell right away you're not from this timeline. It's just fucking stupid. And don't even get me started. Like, this chick right here, you can't see it. The chick from Black Panther, I can't remember her name. Like, the bald-headed girl. She kills one of Thanos' children or whatever, like, with just stabbing him with a spear. That really fucking pissed me off, because, like, in Infinity War, Captain America could even beat his ass, and Vision couldn't beat his ass, but she just stabs him with the spear, and he goes down like a little fucking bitch. It's so stupid. Ant-Man, I liked him in the movie. He didn't have to go up Thanos' ass, so, you know, there's that. Captain America, he was alright in the movie. Iron Man, I was just kind of like whatever with him. Fucking Bruce Banner, I did not enjoy his character in the movie at all. It was ridiculous. I will say, I will praise it on this. Nebula was the best part of the movie for me. I really enjoyed her character. Every time she was on the screen, I got really happy because they did her pretty well. Black Widow dies. And I knew she was going to die. I knew they weren't going to kill Hawkeye off because that's just what everybody's expecting. And how ironically enough it would be them two to go after the Soul Stone. Because if it would have been anybody else like Hulk or Iron Man, they wouldn't have thrown each other off. It had to be these two people. Sorry, my voice is cracking because I got so mad at this movie. I was like arguing with people all day. There were some good things in the movie, like, I guess. I knew as soon as Thor got the hammer back, I knew right away he was going to get, like, Captain America was going to use it because he already has the axe. He doesn't need two weapons. Like, as soon as he got that, I was just like, okay, so Cap's going to hold the hammer at some point. And he fucking did. I called it. Like, I wasn't surprised with this movie. Like, nothing really caught me off guard. Like, Infinity War, I couldn't believe they actually killed people. I was just like, I think the only thing that really caught me off guard is the fact that they killed Thanos in, like, the first couple minutes of the movie. You're just like, what? He goes down like a bitch, too. I did not like that. Like, in the other movie, all the build-up in all these other movies, he's just this overwhelming presence. And he goes down so fast in this movie. You're like, dude, you could have put up a bigger fight, man. You fought Doctor Strange. And you're over here getting beat up by Brie Larson. You're getting beat up by Hulkbuster suit. What the fuck? But yeah, like I was saying, they kill they kill Black Widow. Like, they kill her character off, and I was just kind of like, there was no real emotional impact for me on that. Because I know she's got her own spin-off movie coming in soon, so it's like, oh, her death, she died. But she's going to be back in her own movie, so it's like, did she really leave? And I don't know, like, I'm definitely not going to get Disney Plus. I don't want to have to pay for a fucking streaming service to watch this stuff. I'm done with MCU. I'm completely done. Oh, Brie Larson, don't get me started on this fucking girl. Oh, fucking Christ, I hated her. She was such a piece of shit in this movie. Like, she just magically finds Tony Stark floating off in space. Which, I will say that at the beginning of the movie, it was really good. I really enjoyed that. When it starts off with him and Nebula, they're like playing the little paper football. That was a good scene. I really liked it. They did a good job making him look sick and dying, like he was starving to death or whatever, because I guess he was in space for 3 weeks. But yeah, back to Brie Larson, or I'm sorry, Captain Marvel or whatever. I didn't like her character. I still don't like her character. I didn't like her in the movie. They just made her a little retardedly too strong because they're just really trying to hammer it into your head that she's stronger than everybody else. And there's a part where she literally fights Thanos, and he fucking headbutts her, and she doesn't even budge. I was like, bullshit. That's such bullshit right there. Like, he beat up Thor, he beat up the Hulk, but he can't move Brie Larson. Like, no. If you read the comics, she's not that goddamn strong. Like, she is strong, yes, but she's not that fucking strong. And I think it's really stupid. And then the dumbest part in the entire fucking movie, even my girlfriend did this too. Like, we didn't see it together. She's off in Florida right now. But we were talking about it on the phone after we seen it. Even she agreed with me. The stupid feminist scene in this movie was hands down the worst part of any fucking MCU movie I've seen. It was dumber than even Thor: The Dark World, and that's saying a lot because that movie was garbage. It was the hottest of garbage. The fucking scene where like all the women in the Avengers MCU or whatever, they all just team up to help Brie Larson carry off the Infinity Gauntlet. And all I got out of that was like, oh, so were they like, hey, we need all the women. All the women. We need to just defend all the women. But we're fighting a war against them. No, shh. All the women have to come together. We all have to team up to go take... We have to team up here. Shh. All the women. It's fucking stupid. It was so stupid. I was like, what the fuck is Mantis gonna do? I don't know, man. Like, you guys can call me a crybaby. You guys can say I'm cherry picking. You can say I'm just being a shithead. I don't really care. This movie was stupid. It was garbage. There were some enjoyable scenes, yes. If I had to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give it probably a 5 or 6. And that's being nice. I also want to point out, too, there's a lot of other things I can cover over this movie. I'm not going to get too preachy or too long on it. But I will say this. People who sit there and shit on the fucking Justice League and Batman v Superman love this movie. It was the same fucking thing. It was a big CGI fucking battle at the end, which people criticized Aquaman for, and they criticized the Justice League movie for, but it was the same thing. You had Captain America, Iron Man, and Thor, which was basically Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman versus Doomsday versus Thanos. It was the same fucking fight. It was the same goddamn fight. Yeah, it's just literally like the same people are going to rip on the DC movies will not rip on this one. They're just going to say it was amazing. Now, I did like that they brought in everybody from the MCU to fight Thanos at the end. That was cool. It was just a little dumb that they were able to just like beat his ass so easily, though. I mean, whatever. Captain America picking up the hammer, that was cool, but like I said, I already knew he was going to do that as soon as the hammer was brought back into the movie. I don't know. Yeah, 6 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I don't lose any subscribers over this. I'm not telling you what to think. You can think whatever you want for the movie. If you enjoy it, that's great. If it's your favorite movie of all time, that's great. If you think it's the best one, that's okay. I personally don't like it. I think this was actually as bad as Age of Ultron, which was also a letdown. But if they also leave the MCU as is, and this is the final movie for it, I think I'd be okay with that as well. But I know they're not. There's really nowhere else you can go. There's no stakes higher than this. And there was barely any stakes in the movie. Like, there wasn't really anything like, oh no, they might lose until like the very end of the movie, and you're just kind of like, but throughout the whole movie, it was like literally, it was a parody. It was just a big fucking joke. They're just running around, going to different timelines to go steal the stone. I don't know. Like I said, I'm done. I'm done. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys some other time. I don't know. I'm going to bed. Or I'm going to go drink some alcohol, one of the two.